What's happening, y'all? We're really cooking with this infernal conclave, this epic dialogue of demonic serpentine scheming for all-out war with heaven. So let us not dally, but be thrown headlong into the palace of pandemonium. In lines 430 to 551, we reach the adjournment of the High Council and the dissolution of the demonic host into distraction, shifting the focus from intense political drama to the melancholic reality of eternal exile. Milton employs encyclopedic similes to illustrate how the lesser demons cope with their damnation. He famously contrasts the chaotic, warring state of human politics with the absolute, unified concord of the demons. The passage begins with Satan rising from his throne, abruptly ending the session to prevent any other demon from offering to join his dangerous mission. Milton characterizes this as a moment of calculated political theater. The chief demons rise simultaneously with a sound like thunder heard remote, bowing to Satan in deep reverence. This provides context for the reader. The council has successfully codified a tyrannical hierarchy where the masses worship their dictator out of a mixture of genuine awe and immense relief that they do not have to brave the abyss themselves. Milton characterizes the demons as possessing a unified political will born of absolute desperation, whereas human beings, even under the hope of heavenly grace, relentlessly destroy each other through war and hatred. This gives the reader crucial theological perspective, showing that the fallen angels are tightly bound by a shared, unbreakable hatred for God, making them a disciplined and coordinated enemy against mankind. All right, enough of that. Let's jump back into it together. As Milton puts it, Satan, whom now transcendent glory raised above his fellows with monarchal pride, conscious of highest worth, unmoved, thus spake. O progeny of heaven, imperial thrones, with reason hath deep silence and demur seized us, though undismayed. Long is the way, and hard, that out of hell leads up to light. Our prison strong, this huge convex of fire, outrageous to devour, immures us round ninefold, and gates of burning adamant barred over us prohibit all egress. These past, if any pass, the void profound of unessential night receives him next wide gaping, and with utter loss of being threatens him, plunged in that abortive gulf. If thence he scape into whatever world or unknown region, what remains him less than unknown dangers and as hard escape? But I should ill become this throne, O peers, and this imperial sovereignty, adorned with splendor, armed with power, if aught proposed and judged of public moment in the shape of difficulty or danger could deter me from attempting. Wherefore do I assume these royalties, and not refuse to reign, refusing to accept as great a share of hazard as of honor, due alike to him who reigns, and so much to him due of hazard more, as he above the rest high honored sits? Go, therefore, mighty powers, terror of heaven, though fallen, intend at home, while here shall be our home, what best may ease the present misery, and render hell more tolerable. If there be cure or charm to respite or deceive, or slack the pain of this ill mansion, intermit no watch against a wakeful foe, while I abroad through all the coasts of dark destruction seek deliverance for us all. This enterprise none shall partake with me. Thus saying, rose the monarch, and prevented all reply. Prudent, least from his resolution raised, others among the chief might offer now, certain to be refused what erst they feared. And so refused might in opinion stand his rivals, winning cheap the high repute which he through hazard huge must earn. But they dreaded not more the adventure than his voice forbidding, and at once with him they rose. Their rising all at once was as the sound of thunder heard remote. Towards him they bend with awful reverence prone, and as a god extol him equal to the highest in heaven. Nor failed they to express how much they praised, that for the general safety he despised his own. For neither do the spirits damned lose all their virtue, lest bad men should boast their specious deeds on earth, which glory excites, or close ambition varnished o'er with zeal. Thus they their doubtful consultations dark ended, rejoicing in their matchless chief. As when from mountain tops the dusky clouds ascending, while the north wind sleeps, o'erspread heaven's cheerful face, the lowering element scowls o'er the darkened landscape, snow or shower, if chance the radiant sun with farewell sweet extend his evening beam, the fields revive, the birds their notes renew, and bleating herds attest their joy, that hill and valley rings. O shame to men! Devil with devil damned, firm concord holds. Men only disagree of creatures rational, though under hope of heavenly grace and God proclaiming peace, yet live in hatred, enmity, and strife among themselves, and levy cruel wars, wasting the earth, each other to destroy, as if, which might induce us to accord, man had not hellish foes enow besides, that day and night for his destruction wait. The Stygian council thus dissolved, and forth in order came the grand infernal peers, midst came their mighty paramount, and seemed alone the antagonist of heaven, nor less than hell's dread emperor with pomp supreme, and godlike imitated state. Him round a globe of fiery seraphim enclosed with bright emblazonry and horrent arms. Then of their session ended, they bid cry with trumpets regal sound the great result. Toward the four winds 4 speedy cherubim put to their mouths the sounding alchemy, by herald's voice explained. The hollow abyss heard far and wide, and all the host of hell with deafening shout returned them loud acclaim. Thence more at ease their minds, and somewhat raised by false presumptuous hope, the ranged powers disband, and wandering, each his several way pursues, his inclination or sad choice leads him perplexed, where he may likeliest find truce to his restless thoughts, and entertain the irksome hours till his great chief return. Part on the plain, or in the air sublime upon the wing, or in swift race contend, as at the Olympian games or Pythian fields, part curb their fiery steeds, or shun the goal with rapid wheels, or fronted brigades form. As when to warn proud cities war appears waged in the troubled sky, and armies rush to battle in the clouds, before each van prick forth the airy knights, and couch their spears, till thickest legions close, with feats of arms from either end of heaven the welkin burns. Others with vast Typhoean rage more fell, rend up both rocks and hills, and ride the air in whirlwind. Hell scarce holds the wild uproar, as when Alcides from Oechalia, crowned with conquest, felt the envenomed robe, and tore through pain up by the roots Thessalian pines. And Lycas from the top of Aeta threw into the Euboic Sea. Others more mild, retreated in a silent valley, sing with notes angelical to many a harp their own heroic deeds and hapless fall by doom of battle, and complain that fate, free virtue, should enthrall to force or chance. Wow. That's all for today. Until next time, ciao.